Hi guys and welcome back. My name is Amanda, and if you're new around here, I am a flute teacher. I founded a school like 5 years ago called Virtual Woodwind Academy, and I run it with Anna. So if you saw that our username is Anna and Amanda, that is why. I am the Amanda of the partnership, and I teach you guys all about flute stuff. So this is actually going to be a really useful and in-depth, little bit intensive video for flute players who want to know exactly what to practice in your warm-up routine. So this is one of the questions I get asked the most, honestly, from everyone, whether you're a student in my school, whether you are on our email list, or just a member of our community who's engaging with our videos and blogs and stuff like that. What should you be practicing? So today I'm going to walk you through exactly what to practice, and then I am literally going to play it. I'm going to show sheet music on the bottom of the screen, and if you follow this warm-up routine with me exactly and go all the way through, I guarantee you your tone will be better at the end. And bonus points if you do this complete warm-up routine 2 or 3 times a week. Like, your tone is just going to increase and be so much better in a matter of days. I'm just so excited for you. If you haven't done a regular warm-up routine that took 10, 20 minutes before, this is literally going to change your life. I just can't even emphasize that enough. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so there are actually 3 things that you want to make sure that you're practicing in your warm-up routine. And you want to do all 3 because each of the 3 categories covers a different element of your playing. And during your warm-up, that's the best time to really hone in on those elements to make sure that you're doing things right before you go ahead and practice your etudes or your band music or your solo piece or whatever. So the very first thing you want to do are long tones. Long tones are going to help you with your breathing, with your embouchure. It's a great opportunity to practice your posture and make sure that you're doing things right. That's the first thing. The second thing are slurred scales. So the reason I like doing the scales slurred is so that I can focus on fluid and smooth finger movements. That's very important. So just to recap, we have 2 pieces so far. We have long tones to practice breathing and embouchure. Then we have slurred scales to practice finger technique. And the third thing would be tonguing. So now that we've practiced our air, we've got our embouchure right, we practice our fluid finger movements, then we're gonna move to practicing tonguing to put that last piece back together. Now you are gonna be practicing finger technique when you do the tonguing exercises, but you already sort of warmed your fingers up, so now you can focus on your tongue, on your articulation, on lining up everything together and putting everything together. And that is the final piece. So we've got long tones, we've got scales, and we've got tonguing. And in the rest of this video, for the rest of the time, I am literally going to be playing my flute alongside you, and I can't wait. All right, everybody, so we're gonna start the warm-up routine. And first I'm going to set my metronome to 60, and I'm going to follow that along with my long tones. Now, my long tones, I'm going to start on high B, go down, go back to high B, and go up. So you don't need to get your metronome out. You can listen to mine, but grab your flute and let's get going. quick pause before we go to high B and then do the upper octave. I like to play each long tone twice, so I have a chance to fix it if I mess up the first time. So in case you were wondering why I was doing that, that is why. Quick also a reminder to keep your lips and cheeks nice and relaxed. You're taking big breaths, you're playing nice loud sound, and now we are going to start up that metronome again, and we're going to go into the high register. Starting on B. Here we go. Okay, so if you weren't able to go that high, totally okay. Go as high as you can, and every so often try to go one note higher. I think that as we go higher and higher and higher, we sort of build up our embouchure to be able to play those notes, and it's just little by little. And then when you get to play really high, you know, the notes that are just below it is easier. I always like to say that, oh no, playing high B flat is hard, but if you can do it, then playing high A flat, high G are so much easier. Sometimes, just quick note, I will go above high B, like up to high D or so, just because I like to. But it's very loud, so I don't want to do today in this video. All right. So next up, we're going to do scales. So for this, I am going to pick 6 scales, 3 that I know pretty well, and 3 that, you know, I might need some work on. So we have 12 major scales. So basically in one warm-up routine, you get through half of those. I'm going to pick 3 scales that I know pretty well. I'm going to pick F, I'm going to pick B flat, and I'm going to pick E flat. Now I'm going to pick 3 that I don't know as well. I'm going to pick A, I'm going to be mean to myself. I'm going to pick E, and I'm going to pick B. So 3 flat scales I know pretty well, and then 3 sharp scales that make my head hurt when I think about the key signatures. And I'm going to play each scale 2 times. And the second time I play it, I'm going to fix any mistakes that might have happened and just make sure that my fingers are really smooth. So I'm going to play these 2 octave. This is going to be my rhythm. Da, 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 like that. I'm going to set my metronome, keep it at 60, and I'm going to play my major scales. So if you picked different scales, feel free to maybe watch me do the first scale and then pause it so that you can practice on your own, or pick the scales I did. So I will show the sheet music at the bottom of the screen in case you want to do the scales I picked. Here we go. Starting on F major. Here we go. thinking about how my fingers felt, any notes that I want to be more clear, and I'm going to play that one more time. Here we go. All right, now it's time for B flat. Here we go. Already I noticed that my high D on the way down was a little weird, so I'm going to try and fix it second time. Good. E flat. One more time. Now for the scales I don't know as well. A major. One more time. If at any point you need to pause this video and play the scales at a different tempo, please feel free. Next, I'm going to do E. One more time. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to do B now. And last time. And thus completes the scale section of the warm-up. So we've done long tones, we've done scales. If your lips are feeling tired right now, that's a good thing. It means you are warming up. So I'm going to just put my flute down for about 30 seconds so that you get a break as well and walk you through what we're going to do next for articulation. So for this one, if you do not know how to double tongue yet, I'm going to give you a single tonguing version. If you do know how to double tongue, fantastic. You are going to focus on double tonguing today. So first, single tonguing version. You are going to pick one of your scales. Doesn't have to be one of the hard ones. Can be one of the easy ones. Really doesn't matter. We're working on tonguing. And for this one, you are going to play staccato, and your goal is going to be to make all of the articulations sound the same length. So if you notice that some of the notes are like more tenuto, more long than others, you're going to play the scale and practice the tonguing to make all of it as consistent as you can get it. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what that will look like. So I'm going to pick F major, and I'm going to play it a little bit slower, staccato. So hear how everything sounded very staccato. Now I'm going to demonstrate what it might sound like if it's not super consistent. So did you hear how some of the notes were long, some of the notes had vibrato? We don't want that when we're practicing tonguing. We want super consistent. So if you are a single tongue person, I want you to play 3 scales, 2 times each, staccato, just like I did it here, And go ahead and pause this video, and when you're done with your 3 scales 2 times, turn it back on and we will continue on to the end. So, see you soon. Double tonguing people. Thanks for sticking around. For double tonguing, we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to do some double tonguing patterns. So you're going to pick 1 scale for this, just 1. And we're going to do 2 patterns. We're going to do tucka as fast as you can, tucka. And then we're going to reverse it and we're going to do kata, kata. The ka on the double tonguing tends to be a little bit less articulate than the T, because think about it. How much time have you spent actually using ta compared to ka? So you've probably been doing ta all along. Unless you do French tonguing, then you do a slightly different version of ta. But you've spent however long you've played flute doing ta articulation, so the cut isn't going to sound as good. So that's why we practice double tonguing. So I'm going to do tucka, 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 like that. So here we go, F major. Let me demonstrate. Okay, so your goal is going to be to make the ta and the ka sound as close as they can, and also play them right one after the other as quickly as you can. Make sure that they're clear. Make sure that you're blowing enough air. And basically, it doesn't have to sound great when you're practicing this. The goal is to just practice it so that later on it sounds great. So if it sounds terrible, that's okay. Just keep at it. So after you do the tucka, tucka, tucka articulation, you're going to reverse it and do kata, 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 kata. I'll demonstrate that. And so on and so on. So go ahead and practice that. Pause this video, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, so hopefully you followed my directions and paused the video and practiced your tonguing, and now you're back. Congratulations. You are done with your warm-up routine. So just to recap, we did long tones, we did scales, we did tonguing, either single tonguing or double tonguing, depending on what you're working on right now. And that's it. So if you think about how much time did that take us, minus me talking a whole lot, it really isn't that long. So if you can do this warm-up a few times a week, you're going to see massive, massive results with your tone, with your tonguing, with your technique. And it's all about intentional practicing. Notice how I ask questions like, is your embouchure relaxed? Are you breathing? Are the articulations sounding the same? Were there any weird notes when you were playing scales? Notice how I played the scales twice so that I got to fix any mistakes I made the first time. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you come back and revisit this video every once in a while if you need a refresher, or if you feel like your warm-up routine isn't clicking anymore and you just need some more direction. And if there are any other types of videos I can do that would be helpful to follow along in your practicing, please leave me a comment. Another place to let me know would be in an email or in our Facebook group, which is also linked below. It's a free Facebook group. If you want to just have another place to connect with us so you're not getting an annoying email every so often. We love the feedback. And I would love to make more videos like this because it honestly gave me an excuse to practice my warm-ups too. So thank you. And if you want more helpful content, more one-on-one instruction from me in a more, one-on-one environment without YouTube ads, I have a program called Flute School, which is also linked below, where we have masterclasses every single month, and it's a lot of fun. In Flute School, we do masterclasses every single month on various topics such as technique, posture, articulation types like accents versus tenutos versus staccatos, more information about improving your tone, and you also can get one-on-one feedback from me. So it's a lot of fun. I hope that you consider checking it out. And that is all for today. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.